it comes to financial tips, real estate tips, Kay Mukagawa of England Volkers always has something for our viewers. She's in the Living 808 Lounge to give us some tips today about retirement.
Joining me today is Troy Wada, Principal Wealth Advisor with Impact Wealth Solutions. He's going to give us some insight on retirement planning and making the most of those investments. So I've noticed recently that there's been many discussions about retirement and how difficult it's become for many. Why is that?
Well, Kay, people now want to work shorter than ever and want to retire as soon as possible. But what they tend to forget is because of medical advancements and longevity, people are living longer than ever. For a married couple, there's a 33% chance that the surviving spouse will live to age 95. And when you couple that with things like market volatility, historical low interest rates, and companies doing away with pensions, that has made retirement even more difficult for people planning retirement.
So how do you suggest people start planning for retirement?
Well, if you're fortunate enough to work for a company or someplace like the state or the federal government, many times they might provide you a company-sponsored retirement plan. Now, we suggest all of our clients start there, especially because a lot of these companies may provide something called a 401k or employer match. That's basically a 100% return on your investment. Now, if you're not fortunate enough to work at a place that would offer you a company benefit retirement plan, there are other options for you. For those individuals, you could participate in things like an IRA. Now, if you're looking for an investment that can grow tax-free, there's a second option, and that's called a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is simply an investment that you would pay the taxes on before you contributed to this retirement account, but you get all the gains and your principal investment back tax-free. Now, the rules or the contribution limits this year have changed. So if you're contributing money to an IRA or a Roth IRA, the contribution limit is $6,000. But if you're over age 50, you can contribute an additional $1,000. It's called a catch-up contribution. If you are fortunate enough to work with those companies that have a company-sponsored retirement plan, you can contribute up to $19,500 this year, as well as if you are over 50, you get to contribute an additional $6,500 for that catch-up contribution. There's a couple of things that you should think about when you look at if you should do a Roth contribution or not. You should ask yourself, number one, do you have a rough idea on what that conversion will do to your current tax situation, how it will impact it? Next, you should have a plan on how you pay for those taxes because you need to pay for those taxes in the year that you do the conversion. But lastly, do you have a reasonable expectation of the benefits of prepaying these taxes and if it makes sense in your overall plan? The answer should be yes to all of these questions if you decide to move forward with an IRA to Roth conversion.
Is there anything else, with all of that info, is there any other things that they need to look at? Because there's so many moving parts when you talk about retirement.
The main reason why people save for retirement is because they want to spend that money in the retirement years. What a lot of people don't realize is that the government actually forces you to spend that money. At age 72, the government will force you to spend a percentage of your retirement account down every single year. It's called a required minimum distribution or an RMD. RMDs are usually calculated based on your account balance in the previous year. If you look on the chart that we're showing here, based on your age, right, and the amount of your account balance, if you use this multiple towards all of your IRA accounts, that will tell you how much money you need to take out in the following year to satisfy that requirement. If you don't satisfy that requirement, there will be an additional 50% penalty assessed by the federal government. Now, there's some mistakes that we advise our clients to make sure they're aware of when taking out their required minimum distribution or RMD. Number one is that RMDs cannot be aggregated between spouses, meaning that I will not be able to take my spouse's RMD out of my accounts. Number two, RMDs for IRAs are based on our own accounts, and they can't be based on or be aggregated for accounts that I may have inherited from my parents. But lastly, is that RMDs for IRAs cannot be aggregated with any type of other retirement accounts, meaning that if I have a 401k, that's a separate RMD from the current IRA that I might own. But lastly, and the most important, is that real life is much more complicated than all of the things we talked about today. It's important for you to understand what type of taxable accounts you have, what accounts are tax deferred, and what accounts are tax free, and how you invest in each of those accounts and the rate of return that you're getting out of each, and the interest and the capital gains, and how often you're changing your holdings in those investments should determine how you manage those accounts and how you withdraw from them in retirement.
Gosh, lots of awesome information. So I'd like to thank Troy Wada with Impact Wealth Solutions. Thank you for joining
Thanks,
us.
Jay.
Our next seminar is coming up this Saturday, and Troy will be here. We'd love to have you join us. Give us a call at 808-725-2000 to register. Let Engel & Volkers Honolulu simplify your life.